stop scrolling. Take a breath. Because what I'm about to reveal today could completely change the way you look at the coins hiding across America. What if I told you that inside ordinary drawers, old jars, and forgotten collections are 1-cent coins worth $300,000 or even more? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating world of Indian head 1-cent copper pennies, coins known for their iconic design, rich history, and unbelievable hidden treasures. In this video, we'll uncover the top 2 most valuable, expensive, and ultra-rare Indian head pennies ever discovered in the United States. These coins are highly sought after by serious collectors and smart investors. We'll break down rare mint marks and key dates, copper composition and color variations, proof coins and mint errors, and coins that look dirty or ordinary but could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So let's begin. Next up, coin number 1. The year 1878 was a remarkable period in American history, a time when the nation was emerging from the shadows of Reconstruction, pushing toward industrial expansion, and witnessing an era of rapid economic and cultural transformation. In the midst of this evolving landscape, the Indian head penny, struck in copper by the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, quietly circulated in the hands of ordinary Americans, from street vendors to railroad workers. Unlike modern coins with mass production and uniformity, these early pennies bore the marks of their era, each one carrying subtle imperfections that reflected the primitive yet meticulous coin-making techniques of the late 19th century. The 1878 Indian head penny, in particular, stands as one of the most desirable coins for collectors today due to its rarity and historical significance, representing a tangible link to an America on the cusp of modernization. The design of the Indian head penny itself is a masterpiece of numismatic artistry. The obverse presents Liberty wearing a feathered headdress inspired by Native American imagery, a symbolic homage to the people whose lands have been reshaped by the growing United States. The reverse displays a simple laurel wreath, emphasizing dignity, strength, and unity. Every curve of the letters, every ridge of the headdress, tells a story of craftsmanship painstakingly executed in copper, a metal that was prized for its durability and rich, warm color. Over the decades, countless pennies have been lost, melted down, or worn smooth from circulation, which makes surviving 1878 pennies exceptionally valuable, especially those that have somehow retained sharp details despite the passing of more than 140 years. In today's market, the 1878 Indian head penny is considered a gem among copper coins. Its value can range dramatically depending on condition, rarity, and provenance. A well-preserved example, even showing the dark patina and grime accumulated from decades of circulation, can fetch prices in the tens of thousands of dollars, while exceptional coins graded professionally can command hundreds of thousands. The allure comes not just from the coin itself, but from its story. Imagine a penny that was once used to buy a loaf of bread or pay for a ride on a horse-drawn trolley, now sitting quietly in collection, carrying a history in America that no longer exists, waiting to make someone extraordinarily wealthy if handled wisely. What makes the 1878 Indian head penny even more fascinating is the journey of survival through time. Many of these coins pass through the rough hand of children, merchants, and travelers, collecting scratches, dents, and the unmistakable dark black patina from exposure to air and soil. These imperfections, rather than diminishing value, can enhance its narrative, providing proof that the coin is authentic and has lived a life far beyond minting. Collectors often search through old coin jars, estate sales, and inherited collections, hoping to uncover a penny that has somehow avoided the ravages of circulation. When one does emerge, especially with the sharp lines of the obverse feathers or the clear 1878 date, it is considered a treasure beyond imagination, a coin that can indeed change someone's fortune overnight. The historical context of 1878 adds layers to its mystique. This penny was minted during a period when the United States was recovering from economic depressions and social upheaval. Copper was not just a material, but a symbol of industrial strength, mined and refined with painstaking effort. The Indian head cent became ubiquitous in commerce, but its survival rate is surprisingly low. Most coins were used, lost, or destroyed over the decades, which is why even a dirty or blackened coin from this year can carry astronomical value today. Dealers often stress the importance of patience and careful evaluation, because misjudging condition or authenticity can cost collectors millions in potential value. Authenticity is critical in the world of high-value coins like the 1878 Indian head penny. Forgeries and altered coins exist, especially in cases where the original copper has been artificially cleaned or the date has been enhanced. True collectors rely on detailed examination, checking the weight, edge design, and surface characteristics that only a genuine 1878 penny would have. The feel of the coin, the subtle variations in color from dark brown to almost black, and the intricate details of the Liberty head are all pieces of the puzzle that confirm its identity. A misstep here can mean missing out on what might be one of the most life-changing coins a person could ever hold. The emotional appeal of the 1878 penny cannot be understated. It is not simply a copper disc. It is a portal to another era, a witness to daily life, political upheavals, and industrial progress in post-Civil War America. It traveled through countless pockets, hands, and stories, silently observing a nation that was finding its feet. Each tiny nick, scratch, or discoloration tells a narrative of survival and resilience, making this coin a favorite among historians and collectors alike. Owning one is akin to holding history itself, a tangible artifact that bridges the 19th century and today. Over time, the market for rare Indian head pennies has surged dramatically. Those who invested in these coins decades ago often found themselves holding an asset whose value exploded beyond imagination. What may have once been a small curiosity in a coin jar can now be a financial powerhouse, with individual coins selling at auction for millions of dollars, depending on rarity, condition, and market demand. Even coins that appear dirty or blackened can be worth immense sums, as the right collector will always value authenticity and historical integrity over surface perfection. The 1878 Indian head penny also teaches an important lesson about patience and foresight. Many collectors start with ordinary pennies, not realizing that the key to extraordinary value lies in understanding minting history, rarity, and survival rate. Once these factors are recognized, a single penny can transform from a humble coin into a treasure capable of reshaping financial futures. The thrill comes not just from monetary gain, but from being part of a lineage of collectors who appreciate history, artistry, and the sheer luck of survival. This coin is also an object of fascination for new generations of collectors who discover old coin jars, family inheritances, or forgotten collections. The discovery process, brushing off layers of dust, examining tiny details under magnification, comparing to reference books or guides, becomes an adventure in itself. When that aha moment occurs, realizing that a simple penny from 1878 may be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions, the excitement is unparalleled. Even the most modestly worn 1878 Indian head pennies have stories to tell. The blackened surfaces are evidence of age and circulation, but they also serve as a protective layer that preserves the coin beneath. Removing these layers artificially can destroy the coin's value, which is why experienced collectors emphasize gentle handling and expert grading. Coins that retain original surfaces, even in dirty condition, are often the most sought after because they embody authenticity and history in the purest form. From an artistic perspective, the Indian head design was revolutionary for its time. It combined classical notions of liberty with uniquely American symbolism, bridging old-world artistry with new-world ambition. Next up, the year 1894 in America was a time of profound change, a period when the nation was moving from the lingering shadows of the 19th century into the promise of industrial expansion and economic ambition. Amidst this backdrop of railroads, telegraphs, and bustling city streets, the humble Indian head penny quietly circulated as a daily instrument of commerce. Minted in copper, the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carried no mint mark, yet bore a story far richer than its modest face value of 1 cent. The 1894 Indian head penny is more than just a coin. It is a historical artifact, a witness to the rhythms of everyday life during a transformative era in United States history. Its rarity and desirability today are unparalleled, especially for collectors who understand the stories embedded in its copper surfaces, the subtle artistry of its design, and the incredible journey it has undertaken over more than a century. The design of the Indian head penny is both iconic and deeply symbolic. The obverse features Liberty adorned with Native American headdress, a visual tribute to the people whose history was intertwined with the land and whose presence shaped the nation. Every feather, every contour of her face was meticulously engraved to convey strength, resilience, and dignity. The reverse of the coin carries a simple yet elegant laurel wreath encircling the denomination, emphasizing unity, honor, and the classical ideals that the United States aspired to during the post-Civil War period. These coins were not mass-produced in the technological sense we understand today. Each press, each copper blank, was handled with care, making every penny a slightly unique artifact of its time. Over decades, countless coins were spent, lost, melted, or damaged, which makes surviving examples from 1894 incredibly valuable. The 1894 Indian head penny, in particular, has become legendary in the collector world. Its rarity is a result of both limited mintage and the attrition of time. Many pennies from this year were worn into obscurity, melted during economic hardships, or simply lost to the endless circulation of commerce. Yet, the few that remain, especially those with well-defined details and even the dark, aged patina that comes from decades of use, are treasures. The dark, dirty condition that might make a casual observer dismiss a coin is, paradoxically, what often assures collectors of its authenticity and value. Those blackened, worn surfaces are proof that the coin survived a lifetime of use, witnessing the everyday exchanges of a nation while quietly maintaining its potential for incredible worth in the modern market. In today's market, the 1894 Indian head penny commands staggering attention. Even coins in circulated condition, with heavy wear and blackened surfaces, can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars, while those with sharper details or minimal wear have been known to reach into the millions. This coin is not just currency. It is a financial instrument, a piece of history capable of transforming fortunes. Owning one is not simply about possessing metal. It is about holding a fragment of the past, a connection to an America that no longer exists, and a chance to participate in the exclusive world of rare coin collectors who understand its true significance. The story of survival for this penny is nothing short of miraculous. Consider that each coin passed through countless hands, children, merchants, travelers, factory workers, and endured the stresses of commerce without modern protection. Many were scratched, dented, or blackened from contact with dirt and moisture, yet each surviving coin carries these marks as proof of its authenticity and age. Collectors prize these imperfections because they tell the tale of endurance and passage through time. Every nick and discoloration is a whisper from the past, a reminder that this coin has truly lived a life far beyond the minting press. Authenticity is paramount when it comes to coins like the 1894 Indian head penny. Forgeries, date alterations, and artificially cleaned specimens exist, which makes careful examination essential. Experts scrutinize the weight, copper composition, edge characteristics, and the subtle details in Liberty's headdress to confirm that a coin is genuine. The thrill of discovery, finding an authentic 1894 Indian head penny in a jar of miscellaneous coins or tucked away in an old collection, can be life-changing. It is not just the potential monetary value that excites collectors, but the realization that they are holding a piece of history that survived extraordinary odds to reach their hands. The broader historical context of 1,894 adds layers of significance to this penny. The United States was experiencing rapid industrialization, urban growth, and social change. Copper, the material of these pennies, was a critical resource mined with great effort, representing both the labor and technological advancement of the era. The Indian head penny circulated quietly during these transformative times, passing from pocket to pocket, paying for small purchases, and embedding itself in the daily life of millions. Surviving specimens are now the rare exception, which is why even a dirty coin darkened by age holds incredible value. Its very survival is a testament to luck, timing, and historical significance. Collectors also appreciate the artistry of the coin. Unlike modern mass-produced currency, the Indian head penny was carefully designed to convey national ideals and cultural symbolism. The headdress on Liberty was not mere decoration. It was a deliberate choice to reflect American identity, resilience, and respect for the country's diverse heritage. The laurel wreath on the reverse spoke to achievement, honor, and classical inspiration. In essence, each 1894 penny is a miniature sculpture, combining artistry, metallurgy, and history in a single copper disc. The 1894 Indian head penny is not just valuable, it is legendary in numismatic circles. Stories abound of coins found in forgotten drawers, attics, and safes, suddenly revealing their hidden potential. For collectors who understand mint history and rarity, such a coin represents an unparalleled opportunity. The thrill comes not only from monetary gain, but from a knowledge that one is holding a direct link to the 19th century American experience. It is an object that carries social, economic, and historical narratives. Each scratch and shadow a clue to the life it has lived. Even in worn or blackened condition, the coin's value can be astronomical. Experienced collectors know that original surfaces, regardless of grime or discoloration, often outweigh artificially cleaned or polished specimens in value. The 1894 penny's imperfections are its proof of survival, its guarantee of authenticity, and its link to a bygone era. Possessing one is akin to holding a rare artifact in a museum, except that this artifact could directly impact financial fortunes, turning a small piece of copper into a life-changing treasure. Holding this coin also teaches patience, foresight, and historical appreciation. Collectors often start with ordinary coins, but as they learn about mint history, survival rates, and rarity, they begin to recognize which specimens could be transformative investments. The 1894 Indian head penny is a perfect example. A seemingly modest object with hidden potential, capable of both telling stories and creating wealth. Its darkened surfaces, worn edges, and century-old patina are more than marks. They are proof of endurance and opportunity. The emotional connection to this coin,